No stock photography that takes years to develop, no passive income, no bullshit, no courses, just hard but rewarding work. My name is Tom, and in this video I will be sharing with you how I've gone from working full-time to working entirely for myself as a freelance photographer and videographer. Oh yeah, I also cut my finger open last week playing tennis, so that was good. And just to preempt all of the comments with everyone asking why my finger's strapped up. So a little bit of context. I started working for myself about a year and a half ago. And in that time, we got hit with a global pandemic. Definitely not the best time to start a business. But I have worked very hard in that time. And last year, I came out with an income of roughly £40,000 or about $55,000. Now, this isn't obviously a life-changing amount of money. Here in the UK, that would be like an above average salary, but obviously that doesn't bring into account any self-employed expenses like camera gear, travel, etc., etc. All of that goes into my business as an expense. However, it is obviously a good amount of money, and most importantly for me anyway, I've gone from having a full-time normal sort of job structure to working entirely for myself and being my own boss and having a whole lot more freedom and control over my life. Just so, what are you going to get out of watching this video? I want to share my experiences, share some thoughts, and definitely some tips on whether if you are thinking about going full-time, maybe you're a beginner photographer who's maybe interested in this as a career, or just getting into video and thinking maybe you could make some real money doing this. This entire video will be timestamped along the bottom of the bar. It might end up being a little bit long, but basically what I'm going to try and do is go through the process going from complete beginner, like you don't have any clients already, to maybe you're looking to go full-time, and then almost like what's next for me, almost like a year and a half, 2 years in, and hopefully you'll be able to pick up some tips for yourself if this is a career or sort of work thing that actually interests you. So this is the beginner section. You have no clients, you maybe have a camera and you enjoy photography and are maybe interested in taking this a little bit further, getting some clients, getting some paid work. So most importantly here is portfolio. Portfolio is everything. You need to basically get yourself a bank of work that you can show to prospects. So the first step is to do free shoots. Do as many free shoots as you can. Start shooting on the weekend, start shooting in your times outside of work, or maybe your times outside school. Contact local businesses, but most importantly for me is contact good looking businesses. And what I mean by that is go to restaurants that have really nice interiors, that maybe don't have the budget to go to a photographer and pay for a photographer, but would jump at the chance for them to get some free photography. You'd be really surprised at how many businesses will say yes to this. So reach out to local bars, local sports venues, local athletes, anything under the sun you're interested in photographing, to just get them a bank of content for free, and then you get the access and the rights to use that content on your portfolio. Next would be to start a really good portfolio website. There's a whole host of services that do this out here. I'm not going to sell you Squarespace. I actually use WordPress for my website because it's quite a lot cheaper and you have more control. But you know, there's a whole host of different services that can help you build a portfolio website. But the portfolio is extremely important. Talk a bit about yourself, talk a bit about your work, and definitely just share those shots and that video work in high priority on that website. If you are a video producer, I would thoroughly recommend you produce a reel here. This is obviously a highlight selection of some of your best video work. I myself actually decided to go a little bit different with my reel, so I will share it with you here so you can see what the type of thing that I actually share with my clients is. This is on the front page of my website, so I will roll my reel. Hey, I'm Tom. So yeah, I'm a photographer, videographer, and editor based in Brighton on England's south coast. I've been making online content for the past 8 years or so, with my own personal YouTube channel gathering over 35 million minutes of watch time. In the past few years though, I've been making videos for brands, from bigger budget stuff to me on the other side of the world with just a camera and a portable lighting setup. Video marketing has never been more important online. It's the best way to tell stories and communicate with your customers, and creating videos that drive results is something I'm really excited about. I also love to travel. I'm a massive camera nerd and a tennis player, and if there's anything else you want to know, just get in touch. There we go. You can see that I actually did this slightly different to a regular reel because what I wanted to really show off with my reel is my personality. I didn't want to just have a selection of clips. When my client hires me, they're getting me in terms of marketing expertise and social media marketing, and they work with me on a one-to-one basis. So I want to really show that I'm not a director of photography where the most important thing is the shot selection and showing a fantastic broad variety of work. For me, it was more like, let's show off local businesses and businesses I've worked in my area and show off some of my personality. I would really encourage you as well to go full generalist. So don't niche down at this point. Just try and sort of reach out to as many people as possible. At this stage of your career, I'm assuming that you don't have a style of photography that is like completely nailed down. You're probably just trying to figure stuff out and seeing what you're interested in, and there's absolutely nothing wrong. I'm still definitely in that phase, so definitely just create some content, say yes to any opportunity that comes your way. All of this is going to be extremely useful content moving forward. All right, so you've got your portfolio, you've maybe been doing shoots for the past 6 months for free just to get maybe like 10, 15 sets of fantastic portfolio work. Now you've got that done, maybe you're looking to take this seriously, go full-time, or even go part-time in your old job and take this part-time as well. The opportunities are sort of endless with this type of thing, starting your own business, becoming self-employed. Now you need to make contacts. I would thoroughly recommend LinkedIn for this. I think it's extremely underrated as a social media platform. It enables you to get in front of people that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get in front of. So in your local area, reach out to agencies. Agencies are a massive one for me. I've been working with lots of agencies because it is recurring work. Unlike one-off clients, the agency, if they like you, is going to come back to you time and time again for more regular work. So reach out to PR agencies, marketing agencies, web development agencies that might need photos for their clients' websites. All of these are fantastic contacts to make. So just write a cold email, say, hi, I'm a local photographer looking to get started. Be genuine and honest, and set your rates at a decent rate that is extremely competitive in your local area, but even a little bit lower. You're just starting out, be honest about that, and don't be precious about your rate. So many photographers that I see are extremely precious about their rate. Don't go and completely undercut people and just offer free shoots forever, because that's definitely not a thing, and you won't be loved by the local photographers and videographers in your area. But you're just starting out, go for a local competitive rate, and don't be offended if people can't maybe pay that. If it's a good portfolio opportunity, just look at it as, okay, you're getting a portfolio shoot and it's going to cost you, and you're maybe making a couple of $100, a couple of £100 off that piece of work. Now you're at this stage in your career where you can niche down. You can get a little bit more specific with the type of work you're targeting. Say you really enjoy restaurants or food photography. Maybe you want to go hard on optimizing your website for food photography and just specializing on food photography. There is nothing wrong with that at all at this stage of your career. I myself am a generalist photographer, like I said. I think that it does open a few doors in your career early on if you're just able to say yes to every opportunity. However, you will make more money if you niche down and become an expert in your particular field, food, or sports, etc. So don't be afraid to niche down, but equally don't get trapped. If you're not getting enough work in your field, maybe you do need to open up a bit and say yes to some other opportunities, even though it might not necessarily be the exact type of thing that you're interested in. So after you've done that, what's next? Like, this is the stage of my career where I'm at now. I've been working for myself full time for like a year and a half. So what's next for me? First of all is that I want to remove some of my reliance on clients. And that is not to say that there's anything wrong with clients, and clients are great and can be fantastic, but they also can be a bit of a headache sometimes. And some clients, obviously, you do get really bad clients, just like you get really good clients. So some of my goal is to remove my reliance on the other people to depend on my income. And most importantly for me, that's why I have like these YouTube channels where I talk about here content production on this YouTube channel, and I've just started another YouTube channel. That is to be able to create content myself and hopefully have a few additional streams of income that allow me to do that. There are totally valid ways of doing that in the photography niche as well, or video niche. Some of those things I mentioned right at the start, things like stock photography, they do take a long time to develop, but they can become very lucrative. There are a whole host of ways to generate a bit more passive income, few income streams that aren't totally reliant on your time. And then hopefully what that will allow me to do is work on cooler, more creative projects, doing fewer things like corporate headshots and stuff which just essentially just pays the bills, I can then hopefully say yes to the type of projects that I want to work on and hopefully get more of those projects moving forward. That is where I am with my career, and that what's hopefully enabled me to talk about cooler things on the YouTube channel, and hopefully these things just continue and perpetuate. And that's where we are now and where I am now in my business. I hope you have found this video useful. If you do have any questions, let me know down below. Hopefully you have found this useful and helpful. If you are looking to go full time, maybe it's lit just a little spark underneath you to take that next action. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.